many people do you know get triggered when they hear the name Trump? Maybe you know somebody who gets triggered when they hear the name Biden. That's right. Today's show, we're going to be talking about Trump and Biden Derangement Syndrome, along with some other fun stuff right after this.
You've known them to run their mouths about politics. Politics, schmalitics. Well, little did you know, they can run their mouths about other stuff as well. This is the Mark G Show. They have a natural curiosity about just about everything, from aliens, the paranormal, to the biggest natural disasters that have ever occurred on planet Earth, and everything in between. Two brothers from another mother ripping it up. And, oh no, we don't record the show. We have the balls to do it live. Call into the show at 207-370-5852. That's 207-370-5852. Be a part of the show. Let's do it. This is the Mark G Show. And now your hosts, Mark G and Gary G.
What is going on, everybody out there on TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitch, and everybody listening in the audio version, and now X as well? What is happening, everybody? I got a hell of a show for you tonight. That's right. I am going to be talking about people who suffer from Trump and Biden derangement syndrome. Oh, man, it's going to be a show you're not going to want to miss. But before I get going on all of that, I've got a few things I got to get out of the way. First, let me introduce you to the man who loves shoving hot meat in his mouth, my brother from another mother, Gary. What's going on, my man?
I just finished, so I won't be eating on this one.
Yo, you won't be eating? That's phenomenal. Well, that's good.
Yeah. No more hot meat going into my mouth during this talk.
Gotcha. I see you out there, Marge. What's going on? I've also got Zach. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. This man has every sugar grandmother out there throwing him gifts out on TikTok. And he's got the biggest OF page out there. Make sure you're hitting him up. Zach, what's going on, my man?
What's going on? Dude, Gary, how the fuck did you down that hot meat so fast?
Just relax the throat. That's all you got to do. Just relax the throat.
Just slides right down, right?
Let it slide on down, yeah.
Oh, yes. All right. Perfect.
Nice. Zach and Gary starting us off already talking about some meat going down the throat. What is going on, Michelle Rambo? Yes, Nucleus, I'm about ready to get that out of the way right now. Folks, welcome to the Mark G Show. Listen, we talk about a lot of topics on this show. Some are fun, some are political. And just know that everything that we talk about on this show are the views, the opinions of myself, the guests, as well as Gary and Zach. And it's only for entertainment purposes. That's right. It's entertainment purposes only. Please remember that and keep that in the back of your head. And as always, if you hear anything that you may question, do your own research, folks. Because when you do your own research, you can come up to your own conclusion on what you want to believe. And yes, entertainment purposes only. Zach, I am being told you are trouble. Is that
Always.
You're always in trouble. That's good, my man. All right, folks.
Yeah, always, you know.
I seem to be triggering a lot of people out there today. And well, for this past week, let's start with everybody on YouTube. Listen, I really hope I can get a clip of this. If not, I'm going to make one. Dear YouTubers, I'm sorry if I've hurt your manginas all about football. Okay. Because listen, it's freaking football, folks. It's a sport, but apparently there's a lot of manginas out there that are getting hurt and they are crying so bad because I am talking about, Deflategate. Gary made a comment during Deflategate, not Deflategate, sorry. It was the one where they were recording the show, not Deflategate, but I can't remember the name of that one now, but they were recording the show and people crying saying, oh, other teams don't do it. It was just that one team. Gary, you made a comment about it saying, I bet you there's other teams out there recording other teams.
For sure.
And, oh yeah, we heard some anginas during that one. It was horrible. Right. They're crying about it. And then the other one is where we are bitching about how much money NFL players make. Yeah, people didn't seem to like it that we were bitching about the amount of money that NFL players make. So, I'm sorry that we made them cry a little bit, but it happens. You know, it's life, folks. Get over it. If you don't like what you hear, there's a little thing called scroll. And it's great when you're doing shorts because you can scroll pretty quickly. Right? If Nuclear says, oh no, blah. Anyway. Let's fucking listen, folks. I got a hell of a show for you. I want to talk about something. We got a lot of stuff happening, folks. We are coming in an election year, but before I speak that, my brother made a comment, said, Mark, you're going back to political. Yeah, I am a little bit, folks. I'm trying to mix it up. I'm trying not to go full blown, but it's really hard, right? Because we're coming up to election year. And I have some strong political beliefs, but I also have some other strong beliefs too when it comes down to this show. I've always told everybody during this show, I am open-minded about everything. I would allow a liberal, I would allow a Democrat, anybody, Republican. You want to be on my show and you want to talk, great. I welcome you into the show. Let's have a discussion. Let's have a good, decent debate. But I don't want to sit there and have anybody, when the word Trump is mentioned, they get their panties in a bunch and they start crying and screaming and spit starts spewing out of the mouths. And I promise you, when you mention Biden, I'll do the same. Or I'll try to. Maybe I do suffer a little bit from Biden Derangement Syndrome. I don't know. But the Trump and Biden Derangement Syndrome is legit real. Folks, anybody who suffers this much from this type of stuff, maybe you should go see a psychiatrist. We've talked about shrinks before on the show. Maybe, just maybe, you should go see a psychiatrist. It's getting bad out there. I mean, how many people are on Facebook right now? And if you see a Trump post, automatically see an argument starting up underneath a Trump post. Gary,
have you seen that? Yeah.
Seen what?
Oh my God. Look, Gary's like not even paying attention to the podcast.
I was looking up Trump derangement syndrome because I wanted to get the definition of what it is.
Well, go for it. Did you pull it up? Because
he's still thinking about that hot meat sliding down his throat, I think.
I ate that hot meat a little too quickly. I should have salivated on it a little more.
You didn't even chew it.
I didn't chew it. That's not how relaxing your throat works, Zach.
Gary's proper swallower, Zach.
I'm sorry. Sorry to disappoint you guys.
But no, Gary, have you? So you pulled it up. Did you pull up the definition?
There's a lot of different shit. I'm just trying to see what.
All right, so let me do it this way. Believe it or not, Apple's got one. I took a screenshot of it and posted.
Oh, really? Okay.
What I'm going to do is I'll ask Apple. Apple, can you please tell me what the Trump derangement syndrome is, please?
Here's what I found.
Hold on. What is Trump derangement syndrome? All right, so she pulled it up. Trump derangement syndrome is a pejorative term, usually for criticism or negative reactions to former United States President Donald Trump that are perceived to be irrational and to have little regard towards Trump's actual policy positions or actions undertaken by his administration. That is the Siri definition of them, of the derangement syndrome. And
arrangement means the action, process, or result.
What the? Stop talking.
Okay.
Shut up, bitch.
Wow. Okay. She's starting to come over our airwaves now. Jacqueline, you are right. I'm seeing people definitely unfriending each other. I'm seeing families being destroyed. I'm seeing absolute like families being destroyed over this and arguing. And it's sad. Well, go ahead, Gary.
No, this says the term has mainly been used by Trump supporters to discredit criticism of him as a way of reframing the discussion by suggesting that his opponents are incapable of accurately perceiving the world. So
Okay.
is the Trump derangement syndrome, is it, so I've heard it being used for people who support Trump and then people who are against Trump. So it's like if somebody hates Trump, they have Trump derangement syndrome. Or is it somebody that is such a hardcore supporter of Trump that they have Trump derangement syndrome? Which
I would say Trump derangement syndrome is somebody who freaks out as soon as they hear their names. But the nucleus out there is saying it works both ways.
So that's kind of interesting, right? Like, so when somebody is using it, if it's used both ways, like that seems, I don't know, is that like a form of doublespeak?
Maybe.
Right?
I mean, I look at it this way, right? So we have a problem in our society right now, and I'm going to speak on the Republican side of things. Listen, if you're a Democrat or a hardcore liberal, I advise you please call into the phone line right now and talk to us, because I would love to talk to you. But what I am seeing going on right now on social media platforms across every platform out there is people are not giving each other a chance to speak, and way too many people are relying on mainstream media for all their news instead of going to independent journalists as well and like coming up with their own conclusion. And that's why they've got this thing out there now. Like, have you seen it? Like, there's a term that if you do the research yourself, that's fake news. You're not supposed to do your research. You're supposed to only believe mainstream media. And that alone is bad.
But like, which mainstream media, right? Like, if you're looking up, if you're trying to get a balanced perspective on something, you should look up both points of view. Doesn't mean you have to agree with both of them or either of them, but it is a good idea to look up both positions, right?
It is.
They want you to believe CNN.
Or do they want you to believe Fox?
Right.
It's just, dude, all it is all these different medias going against each other, bro. They're competing to fucking get the most views out of people to see, like, fucking, it pisses me off.
They both bank on sensationalism.
They do.
They want to sensationalize any type of story and just cause, an erratic emotional reaction.
Right. What's going on, Vanna Grander? Yeah. So Nucleus saying they're both owned by the same people. So I agree with that. I actually agree with that. And I feel like we're running into a world now where independent journalism is becoming a thing and more people are starting to transfer over to independent journalism.
Right.
Unfortunately, though, we have these people that have their mindset, right? You got your hardcore Fox News viewers, and then you have your hardcore MSN, CBS viewers. There's those people that are sticking with that type of news. And those are the people that are literally, that I think are suffering from these major Trump and Biden derangement syndrome. I believe Biden derangement's a real thing too, is because there are people out there that freaking, boy, they love to crawl into bed with Trump if they could. I mean, they're hardcore on. They're not interested in learning who Zach's raising his hand. Like, they're not interested to look at any other candidate. They're not interested on reading other people's policies, that their mind is set. Do I think, listen, here's my opinion on Trump, and it's almost essentially the same as my wife. When Trump was in, I love that guy's policies. Trump made some damn good policies that made me some damn good money. And my pocket always had cash in it during the Trump administration. The Biden administration has made a lot of people a broke joke.
Yep.
Majorly. People's wallets are hurting. Grocery stores, you are going broke when you're going to buy milk and hot dogs and shit like that for your family. You're going broke. Mac and cheese. More people are resorting more towards this unhealthy box food because the box food is semi-cheap versus going out and buying the fresh food. More people buying frozen shit. I still won't. Nope. I'll still buy my fucking fresh meat. But
and medications are going up too.
Dude, medication is insane. I just saw an old man. He went in to go pick up a prescription for himself and his wife. The total of his medication came to $1,500.
Jesus.
It was for 2 pill bottles. 2. And he goes, how much is my wife's? His wife's is over $2,000. He says, all right, well, this credit card has this on it. Do my wife's. How much would it be for me to get 5 days of mine?
Was that with insurance or without insurance?
With insurance.
That's fucking insane.
So he got his wife her full prescription, and he only got himself a few days worth. he made sure his wife was all set and that he would be the one that would suffer if he wasn't able to come back and get the remainder of his medication. Yeah, it's crazy. And our medical system is failing here in the United States. Nucleus says New York City won't need to worry about prices next week. No, they won't. Not at all, Nucleus. New York's going to be hurting.
Why? What's going on in New York?
Well, all right. So listen, here's my thing. I think Nucleus is referring to the whole Trump hearing that just happened where Trump lost the case. He's not allowed to do business in New York at all. Neither is his son or his daughter. There's no business whatsoever that can be controlled by Trump inside there. There's also because of this ruling, there's a majority of truck drivers that are going on protests that will not be delivering to New York.
No fucking way.
They are boycotting New York because of this.
I like it.
They are New York because of it. And,
now they need to do that to California.
Right? I don't blame them because, listen, Trump, those were some trumped up charges. I mean, he got charged with a crime that had no victim.
Yep.
Absolutely not a single freaking victim. And the banks spoke on his behalf saying Mr. Trump was paying in good terms. All his payments are great. All his loan documents were in order. And we would do business with Mr. Trump again. But here's the scenario. Let's talk about this. Let's go ahead and talk about this. We can talk about Trump derangement syndrome and Biden derangement syndrome here as we move forward through. But let's talk about this case. And if you're a liberal, I want to know your opinion on this. Please reach out to me. Before this trial, not even a trial because you got denied a trial, but before this court case started, the judge automatically said that he did not like Mr. Trump and that pretty much Trump was already guilty before the case even started. The judge was all excited at the end of his ruling, like
saw that. Yeah,
he went ahead and found Trump guilty of this case. That judge was completely biased. He was not an unbiased judge. He was completely biased, and he already had the case solved in his head the way he was going to do. So now let me put this in a scenario. You don't see people out protesting the streets. We got truckers protesting, and congratulate. I hope they do it. And I hope every freaking trucker out there does stop delivering to New York in response to this. I do. But here's the thing, right? Then this is after the case settlement. Now, what would happen? Let's put a scenario out there, folks. Please listen. Entertainment purposes only. I want to put a scenario in your head. A young black male got arrested on a street corner because he fit the description of an individual who robbed a local convenience store. There's a reason why I'm using a black individual for this description. He gets arrested. He goes to court. There's a white judge. And the judge has already deemed him guilty. The kid asks for a trial because he wants to be judged by a jury as peer. The judge tells that kid, denied. You are not allowed to have a jury judge you for this case.
Isn't that illegal?
It should be. So the kid gets denied a jury. Court case goes through. Already at this time, the kid's already denied a jury. At this time, I can guarantee there's already riots in the street. BLM's already out there marching the street, shutting down traffic. Guarantee politicians are out there standing up for this kid. But it still goes on. The judge then turns around and tells that kid, after he hears everything, denies that kid witnesses, says, no, I don't like those witnesses. They're not allowed in. Denies that kid his witnesses and comes around with his ruling and deems that kid is guilty, charges him a ridiculous fine and puts him in jail. What happens then? BLM riots get even more out of hand. More buildings get burnt down. More people are getting beat up in the streets. More law enforcement officers are getting, shitted on, more defund the police movement startup. That's all because of one kid gets arrested. What's going on, Luke? So, but we don't see that with Trump whatsoever. We don't see that. Luke, feel free to call into the show, my man. Long time no see. We don't see that with Trump, man. We don't, not at all. And that's what people are not looking at. Like, I don't care if you're a liberal. I don't care if you're a Democrat. When you look at what's happening right now with Trump, that should scare you when you're politicizing your court system. And that's exactly what's happening here. Yeah, definitely, Luke. Hit me up on Snapchat, my man. I mean, what are your thoughts on that, Gary? Because both of you are quite quiet. Gary, I'll start with you. What are your thoughts?
I just don't know enough about this stuff that's going on right now. I've been busy not looking at the news. But it seems illegal. I don't know. I'm sure there's somewhere written in the rules where you can be denied a jury, but I thought that was like the whole point of the American system was the fact that you were guaranteed to have a jury of your peers and you were innocent until proven guilty. Is that wrong? Am I wrong on that?
No, you seem right to me. Matter of fact, you should be innocent until proven guilty. But in this case, Trump was guilty and was trying to be proven innocent.
Yeah.
But in everything eyes, he was guilty. And
the judge, when he was making that little smirk or whatever at the end of the trial, like that's obviously a biased ass judge. Like I feel like our whole court system has been weaponized. Like I don't know if I feel like something's broken. Something's wrong right now.
Something's absolutely wrong. Zach, what are your thoughts on it, man?
Yeah, I think that's illegal as fuck, honestly. Like, especially going back to the kid that was wrongfully accused and didn't get a trial, because I mean, if he's wrongfully accused, was he wrongfully accused?
All right, so wait a minute. I don't think so. This shows me you two might not be paying attention. I was using this kid as an example, as a made-up story to kind of show the two differences from what would happen.
Oh yeah. Okay, I got you. Yeah. Well, I still think it's illegal because I mean, if the judge is a liberal and he's against Trump, you already know he's gonna fucking love taking down Trump in this fucking trial. So I mean, if that's the side that he's on and he does that and doesn't give a fair trial or anything, then I think it's illegal as fuck.
Right. Now, Nucleus is saying that not all cases do require a jury. Okay, so we'll say that there was no jury allowed. But still, this judge was asked to recuse themselves because the judge automatically stated pretty much that they did not like Mr. Trump. And that judge should have been recused, and they should have found themselves a non-biased judge.
So what are the criteria, though, that makes a case not need a jury?
I think that may be based on per state. True. That may be done per state.
And that's why they're holding these cases in a particular state that's like going to not favor Trump's odds, right?
Right.
I also think it has to do with how crazy the crime is that they're getting, what's the word I'm looking for? Accused of. Is right. Whether you have a jury as well. It just depends on how big the crime is, basically.
Right. I mean, if you look at me, if you got a murder, of course you're going to have a trial, right? Because you're going to try to prove someone's innocent just in case. Because most murder cases, sometimes they do have an innocent person that got arrested. It does happen. But this thing with Judge, I really do. I mean, listen, folks, if you're watching the whole Trump thing and you keep an open mind about what's going on with Trump and you see everything that's going on, you can see that they're weaponizing things. I mean, let's look at the simple fact of Biden real quick. Let's jump over to Biden. So both Biden and Trump have been both busted with, or not busted, but both of them had
classified documents
in their possession. Biden in multiple locations, Trump in Mar-a-Lago. Trump is being prosecuted. They are charging Trump with this. But yet Biden is not being charged because her has stated, "Wow, Biden is incompetent. His brain's not there. Biden
And
is."
he shouldn't be in fucking office.
They're saying Biden's head is not there, and the people would feel bad for him because he's an old man and his memory's gone. He can't remember his son's death date. I mean, they're saying all this, but yet, so because they're saying that, they're not going to prosecute Biden.
So that sounds like they're trying to use intent, right? Like he's too mentally incompetent to have these documents with him with any negligent intent. But if that's the case, they're implying that Trump would have some sort of malicious intent by having the documents outside of classified approval areas or whatever.
Well, see, them even saying that about Biden, about how his brain's not there, he's an old man. Why the fuck's why is he in office then? He shouldn't even be in office if that's the fucking case.
I can tell you that the Congress is opening up an investigation in this. I think as soon as that went out, though, there should have already been papers being drawn for the 25th Amendment to be a vote.
Yeah.
25th
Then
Amendment.
we'd be stuck with fucking Kamala.
Yeah, I know, right? So you don't win. You don't win. You don't win right away. You don't. That's facts. That is 100% facts. Yeah, I mean, if the 25th is invoked on Biden, you get Kamala.
What they say about Kamala? She had like fish gills.
Oh dear God, let's not go down that road. Oh man, I don't know.
That was the podcast that Gary was. That was the one with me, you, and Sully.
Yeah, we were talking about different conspiracy theories, right? That one was fun. That one was definitely fun. We had Sully going so good. Oh man, I got some. I mean, listen, folks, I'm going to put it out there, and I think I want to kind of get moving on to some other stuff here, but let's get some more political shit out of the way real quick. And y'all can tell me, you can call into the show if you want, and if not, that's fine as well. But let's talk about a couple things. Number one, I don't care whether you're liberal. I don't care whether you're Democrat. I don't care where you stand at politically. You've got to be seeing what's happening. If you don't see what's happening with what they're doing with Trump, you are absolutely blind. I don't care if you don't like the guy. What's happening is political stunts. Absolutely political stunts. And it is TikTok. Here we go. Ready? I'm about ready to say a big word. Election interference. It is. And as far as the Trump derangement syndrome, I'm going to say it's legit. And I'm going to say Biden derangement does exist too. People, we are living in politics. It's like fucking sports, except for these fuckers control our country for 4 fucking years. But listen, at the end of the day, your family's your family. At the end of the day, your friends are your friends, unless they truly backstab you. By your friends and your family going for a different political side than you, they're not backstabbing you. They have different views. But to sit there and argue and bicker with each other, going back and forth, and you refuse to do research, I'm going to do a little personal message here. And I'm going to do this without stating who that person is.
And this is for entertainment purposes only.
Entertainment purposes only. And I hope to God this person's watching, but I doubt it because I don't think she's ever seen my podcast.
You set the election thing off on TikTok, by the way.
Oh, yeah, I see that. Fantastic. Great. Let them have it on there. Listen, here we go.
He did.
Yep, I did. Okay. I'm going to try this now. Give me a second as I talk about this. Listen, there is more media outlets out there other than MSNBC, CBS, Fox News, and any other fucking news outlets out there. Do yourself a favor. Educate yourself. You're not educating yourself just by watching your local news channel. You educate yourself by looking outside of the box. Go listen to some more independent journalists out there on Spotify and Apple. Check them out over on X. Yeah, X is actually a pretty fun little app that you can do some other research on. Matter of fact, Elon Musk just released a pretty good movie that people should watch, a documentary. But you got to do your own research and then come back a little bit more educated. Folks, this goes for both sides. Before you start bantering or talking shit about a political figure, because you saw a certain clip It's a fucking clip. Go back and actually watch the full conversation that happened. I guarantee whether you saw that, let's say first off, for Biden lovers, you saw a clip of Trump and he said something that goes, oh my God, that's horrible. Why did he say that? Oh my God, I got a bitch about. Just know there's more context to that clip. Go back and watch that video in its full entirely, and you're going to see that the media made that clip sound the way they wanted to get that rise out of you, so they get more clicks, they get more views, and advertisers pay them a hell of a lot more money. And the same thing goes to you major Trumpers out there. The same thing happens. Although, when you hear Biden stumble, there's no video editing in that. That's legit. He's fucking old.
That fool just bumbles. He's just
when he's talking about his double chocolate chip ice cream.
I'm gonna go.
Hey, Gary and Zach, y'all got something to talk about real quick? I do want to pull up a video, a clip.
No, I'm sure you want me and Gary to talk about. Yeah,
I'm not saying anything.
You guys have got us. So come on.
Nope.
Radio silence. Come on.
Radio silence, y'all. Just get ready.
Guys, we know what Mark's trying to do. He's trying to make us do our little girly talks that he likes to post, and it's not going to fucking happen.
Oh, come on. You two, let's talk for a second. Are you kidding me right now, you two? I can't search for shit if you two are not keeping the podcast going. You two fucking talk for 2 seconds.
Hey, Gary, you hear how dumb Mark is?
I'm not.
Don't give me banana. Don't say that word. Come on.
Dumbo the elephant was a funny Disney movie.
Yeah, he had big ears and a small little trunk. Like Mark has a small little trunk.
Is that what they're going?
That's why everyone makes fun of him.
Tiny. It's tiny.
I'm not even gonna bother looking up clips. Fuck you two. Let's just keep moving on the story because I can't concentrate when you two are not even having a fucking conversation.
We're having a conversation. We're talking about Disney characters.
Yeah,
and their tiny trunks.
And
they're tiny trunks, and how Dumbo was never friends with people.
Yeah, let's talk about movies. How Zach loves to watch a movie more than 30 fucking times, and they're just
don't you even start, son of a bitch.
Let's talk about that. You know, you only need to watch a movie once.
No.
You do, Zach. That's it. Just a movie once and call it a day. You don't need to watch it twice, 3 times, 4 times, just once, and it's good.
Oh, but it's okay for you to listen to a fucking CD on repeat.
That's different.
How? It's the same fucking song.
It's different. All right, here we go. I think
that's why I and so damn many other people I grew up have cancer. And why can't, for the longest time, Delaware had the highest cancer rate in the nation. America is a nation that can be defined in a single word. I was excuse me.
Mr. Haney?
I'll have to find a better one. That one's showing him getting lost in the garden. That's good. Hold on.
Yeah, but that America is defined in one word. Right. That's unfortunately very accurate right now.
All these truths to be self-evident.
Hold on. I'm going to pull up this YouTube video so people can see what we're talking about here. Give me 1 second. I'm going to add the YouTube video on here. Let's have some fun. Let's have some fun, and then we'll move on because I already got some good. Flabbergasted. What? What'd you say?
We need to, Gary. We do need to. We do need to get a fucking baby dinosaur though.
You guys really? Oh my God! Don't go.
What is this? No, dude, this is a web. What's going on there?
We need to. We literally need to. We need to get the chromosomes and fucking make a little dinosaur.
A little baby brontosaurus.
Yeah, the size of a pit bull, and all he eats is a handful of leaves out on a tree. You can take him on walks and let little kids pet the baby dinosaur.
Your baby brontosaurus.
Oh,
yeah, pet my baby brontosaurus. Try making a clip of that, Mark.
All men and women created by
what?
Echo. There's an echo.
There's an echo. Really?
Yeah.
Try it again.
To be self-evident. All men and women created by go. You know the thing.
There's an echo.
Not for me.
Okay, cool. Just play it.
All men and women created by go. You know the thing. Among many qualified people, I'm the best qualified person for this job. I'm beginning to see why your wife left you. Why you texting? Why you're getting nervous, man? COVID has taken this year, just since the outbreak, it's taken more than 100 years. Look, here's the lives. It's you think about it. You know, the rapidly rising and with I don't know. I just spoke at Dartmouth on healthcare at the medical school, or not. I guess I wasn't actually on the campus, but people from the medical school were at the. I want to be clear. I'm not going nuts. I'm not sure whether it was a medical school or where the hell I spoke, but it was on campus. I propose, and I'm going to digress slightly. We're in a situation. The president asked me to head up a cancer moonshot on another country and annexed a significant portion called Crimea. He's saying that it was President mind loss. It was his fault. Guatemala, El Salvador, and to win and say Honduras and say, look, I took on Putin in terms of Iraq. In terms of what was going on in Ukraine. By strengthening, by investing $100 billion in education, in global warming efforts. It's a whole range of things. We can't afford it by just eliminating, beginning to treat reward work as much as wealth.
Get hot, I got hairy legs that turn blonde in the sun. And the kids used to come up, reach and pull, and rub my leg down. So it was straight, and then watch the hair come.
Did he just admit being I can't say that word, but y'all know what I mean? Did he just admit?
Yep.
No, I think he admitted that, right? Right there and there. The kid, yeah, no, let's keep playing.
Back up again.
If you want to protect yourself, get a double barrel shotgun. Have the shells, the 12-gauge shotgun. Don't jump.
They look at. So I learned about roaches, and I learned about kids jumping on my lap. And I love kids jumping on my lap.
To say that LGBTQ people have no civil rights. No man has a right to raise a hand to a woman in anger. We have to just change the culture, period. And keep punching at it and punching at it and punching at it. It will be a big problem. And immediately change the law in the state of Delaware protecting transgender people. We have to eliminate the funding gap that exists between minority white and majority white and non-white districts. We have this notion that somehow if you're poor, you cannot do it. Poor kids are just as bright and just as talented as white kids.
Tell me that weren't racist. Tell me that weren't. Continuing. What was you going to say? Is one of you guys just about ready to say something?
He's a fucking idiot.
Let's go. What's going on, DJ Derek? All right, let's continue playing this. Oh, my God.
Man, you're hard to keep up with.
You do that. But after a good workout, gotta drink up.
All right.
Otherwise, we're going to be in trouble with Jill and Michelle.
Just let Michelle know I did.
Same time next week?
Same time next week. All right. You got a real lemon, Mr. President.
I can't go every day, can I?
Which you like better, these or these?
Joe does the same.
You capture different moods.
That's an actor.
I didn't get a chance to flash it in the second. I was afraid I'd go through those guys. I said, no. I said, if we were in high school, I'd take him behind the gym and beat the hell out of him. Corruption. Trump was out there tweeting again this morning. I call him President Tweety.
Well, Trump is portraying pursuing a damaging and erratic trade war without any strategy, by the way. This guy is moving to just foment hate. President Trump and the demagogues around the world, Donald Trump is reelected.
Donald Hump.
He doesn't want to shed light. He wants to generate heat. And he's stoking violence in our cities.
God, I hope not. Is that it? That was it. Dear God, I hope not. That's the guy that's running our country.
Allegedly.
Yeah. So yeah, during that whole video, we found out he loves having little kids stroke his legs in the pool
And
jumping in his lap. Jumping in his lap. He cannot fucking speak. Word the fuck.
But he's the most popular president.
He says he has a boss above him.
Okay, listen, I don't care where you stand on a political side, folks. You can't let this man run the office because you don't like big, bad, orange Cheeto man. You can't. Listen, Cheeto man, my pockets, my wallet was fatter. It had friggin' money in it. Now I go broke because I go every 3 days spending $300 to $400 to buy food for my family to feed them. We're hurting here in America. We're spending too much freaking money. Listen, we did a story not long ago, and I actually got some numbers for y'all. Remember when we did the story on the illegal aliens here in Maine?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So the state rep went on, and you know how much money is going into just that hotel here in Maine? Take a wild guess, Zach. I want y'all to take a guess real quick. Zach, take a guess.
5 million plus.
Okay, Gary, what's your guess?
Oh, that's way more than I was going to say. I was going to say maybe 80 grand a month or something, 100 grand a month.
We have spent so far on this place $13 million in climbing.
On that one location.
$13 million.
How'd you find that out?
Yeah. What is the
rep went at the Maine House of Representatives and started bitching about it?
That doesn't make any sense at all.
$13 million for one apartment building in Saco, Maine. Not apartment building.
It's a hotel.
A hotel in Saco, Maine, housing illegal aliens. Granted, I guess there's like 3 or 4 families in there that are in housing because they're having mold issues that are in there as well. But $13 million.
So, and that's taxpayer money, right? Because
that's got to piss off taxpayers.
Has that been discussed on like the mainstream news there? Is that something?
No, matter of fact, the only people that were covering this story was Maine Wire, which once again is independent journalism.
So there's been $13 million. Is that what you said?
$13 million. Correct.
$13 million spent on one facility in southern Maine, tax dollars from
72 families
to support 72 families of illegal immigrants.
Yep.
Migrants, whatever word you want to, migrants. And it's not being discussed on the mainstream, like the regular 6 o'clock nightly news.
Nope.
Don't you think the taxpayers, like I can't even imagine how much worse that is here in Portland, Oregon.
I can't imagine how bad it is for the rest of the state. Just think that's only one.
That's one facility, right? That's what I'm saying. Like, so and these are blue states, right? Like Maine's a blue state, right?
Maine is a blue state, unfortunately.
So, God damn.
$13 million. And like Nucleus says, while this is happening, veterans are sleeping out on the streets. They're battling with the cold elements. They're battling with the high temp elements. Meanwhile, illegal aliens.
Immigrants.
Legal aliens. They're called illegal. It's illegal aliens is the proper term.
But they're immigrants, right?
They're aliens, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, illegal aliens. That's what they call them.
Yeah. But which one is the Politically correct.
Politically correct one is I think it's illegal aliens. I believe.
really?
I freaking know. I'm not politically correct. I'm calling them fucking illegal aliens.
Damn, racist. Racist.
No, I'm not, damn it. Listen, I'm pissed off that my tax money is going to fund them, but yet it's not going to help out Americans.
That's, I mean, $13 million for one facility,
one facility
is mind blowing.
Right?
And how long? Well, so what is the duration of that too? I'm curious.
They've been in there. Well, that's I want to say that 13 million is what we're spending a year.
So that's like over $1 million a year then.
Correct.
That is, or a month. That's bananas.
Yeah, absolutely crazy.
Wow. And that's one facility.
One facility. And there's
why $1 million? Why does it cost so much?
Well, let's put it this way. They in Maine, they have also built an apartment complex that will house I like that term, law-breaking non-citizens.
Yeah, there you go.
They just built an apartment complex for these law-breaking non-citizens, and they're going to give them 3 years of free rent.
Wow. I don't remember you, when you were down on hard times, getting 3 years of free rent provided by the government.
No, I still had to pay. Listen, and that's the thing, right? People are always bitching because, oh, you raised up. No, let me put it out there, folks. I'm not afraid. I'm not ashamed. I was on this whole welfare ride system, living in government housing and everything else before I got out of all that to own my first home. I went from the bottom and moved my way to the top. I fought fucking hard for where I'm at. But I can tell you, even when I was at my lowest, we never got free fucking rent. We still paid money, whether it be $100 or $200 or whatever. I mean, it was based on
you paid.
Right.
Yeah. That's the point. That's the point. You didn't get any free nothing.
No.
You were working your ass off.
And technically, I'm still paying for it now because now I pay higher taxes, pay all these taxes and the payroll taxes, business taxes, all the taxes that I make from when my clients pay. I'm paying a shit ton of taxes. So, yeah.
To support these law-breaking non-citizens.
Yes, exactly. And just imagine how many facilities are in Ohio housing these law-breaking non-citizens. How many these law-breaking non-citizens have housing in your area in Oregon? I mean, just think, if we're doing 13 million, what are these other states doing? That is fucking crazy.
There's a Maine Immigrants Right Coalition.org. Housing. I'm trying to see if there's... Oh, man. There's got to be something.
Yeah, while you're looking that up, Zach, talk. I'm going to pull it up. Actually, I'm going to pull it right up on X. I'm going to pull Maine Wire up on X real quick because Maine Wire has... Hold on one second. I'm not sure how much they've posted since then, but let me pull up Maine Wire because Maine Wire actually has a lot of the stuff. So, folks, if you're a Mainer, please go check out Maine Wire. You can find them on X. You can find them on Facebook. They have a lot of interesting stuff out there that you're not going to find in your local news. These guys are an independent journalist, and they talk about, the actual issues that resolve Mainers that you won't hear anywhere else. And what I'm doing right now is I am scrolling through. Why did you just say ooh? You just said fucking ooh. Is that you, Zach?
No, that was Gary.
That was Gary. So I'm scrolling through. I'm finding that state rep talking real quick. So, so this is the whole Fannie Willis stuff. Dude, that was an interesting case. I didn't watch the whole case, but I think my wife did. And dude, just the clips that I heard from that. I can't believe that they're not dropping that case with her running it. I feel like she tainted that case. And because she tainted it, it should be dropped, in my opinion. Zach, how would you say, though, Zach? Because we're talking because, Zach, you have been freaking quiet, and we're over here trying to search for some stuff. How's the illegal problem in your area?
I mean, I haven't seen anything too crazy around my area. I don't know about actually in the city of Columbus, but the area that I'm in, I really haven't seen anything out of the ordinary. But I mean, I'm 15 minutes outside the actual city, so I mean, the main city might be a different story. So,
all right, you know what?
Maine is not a.
I'm gonna try playing this one here. I'm not sure if this is the right one, but this is it's appalling that Mainers are getting pushed to the rear of the line and asylum seekers are in the front of the line. I'm not sure if this is the correct one, but I'm gonna play this audio.
Maine is not immune to Biden.
Can you guys hear that?
Yep.
Open border policy. Our governor and the Democrats in the legislature are moving forward a policy of bringing in 75,000, what they call new Mainers, by 2029. Just to put that number in perspective, it's more people to move in than have moved in since 2000. The Emergency Housing Relief Fund, we found out a shocking number, $35 million, or 63% of that fund is being used to house migrants, prioritizing them over Mainers.
$1 million to support expansion of legal assistance. $100,000 to support expansion of legal assistance to asylum seekers. $100,000 for legal and family support of asylum seekers. $13,929,000 for housing and comprehensive services. $4,435,000 for a hotel for 241 people a night. This is just some of the taxpayers' money being spent. It's appalling that Mainers are getting pushed to the rear of the line and the asylum seekers are at the front of the line.
That's not the one I wanted, but just that number alone just for the night is fucking crazy.
they said that was for 241 people a night.
Correct.
That's crazy.
That is absolutely crazy. I'm trying to find more on that Saco. It's funny because when we started doing the story on Saco, I sent them a message letting them know that. And it was fucking, and then I think it was about a week later, they had that state rep in there talking about it. So can you search on X when you're looking, hold on, let me see what I pull up here. Recent, let me type in Saco Maine Hotel. Let me see what I pull up that. Let me see if I can pull up the media here. But Gary, right here, I think that's there. I found it.
Representative Bradstreet and I and the rest of the Housing Committee.
All right, so before I go on to play this, for folks, the ones that are just tuning in, we talked about a hotel in Saco, Maine that's housing illegal aliens, or as we now call them, law-breaking non-citizens. And we finally got a number of how much is being spent at this hotel to house these law-breaking non-citizens. Let's go ahead and play that.
Representative Bradstreet and I and the rest of the Housing Committee had the fortunate occasion to go to Saco, this hotel in which we've spent now over $13 million at. This hotel has served just 85 families. Now, think about that for a moment. We have 186 really bright minds in the legislature working on really complex problems. And somehow, almost $14 million is being diverted to help just 85 families. That doesn't seem right.
It doesn't seem right. That doesn't math.
No, don't math at all. It does not math at fucking all.
Talk about money laundering.
Right? I mean, yeah, I bet you if you dig into that more.
Like, where's that money going? Who owns that hotel? Who are they partnered up with? Like, who's buddy and cozied up with the people who own that establishment? Is that a franchise? Is it that whole chain? Because like when I'm looking up right now, I'm just looking up housing for immigrant families in Maine. And there are .org, all sorts of equal justice, asylum seeker, refugee, something services. And they are all being funded. They all have funds coming from the government. And I'm looking at each one of them and it's 2-3 million on this one, 2-3 million on that one, 4 million on this one.
Hey, they got free healthcare too.
Dude, it's a lot of fucking money. It's a lot of resources. Like that guy said, there's a lot of people in the legislature. There's a lot of people who are in the government who allegedly are really smart, right? Because they went to some bullshit Ivy League university. And they can't, or they're figuring it out really good to pad their pockets or whatever they're doing, but citizens are hurting in a major way right now. And I'm not saying that, look, America's a country built on immigrants, right? That's the argument. And I'm not denying that. But whatever happened hundreds of years ago is not the way that we do things anymore. And the way that we do things now is we have, checks and balances. We have laws. We have rules that need to be in place and followed in order for a society to function properly. And it's not happening. Like, it's so broken. The rules have been changed. Like, everything is fucking backwards right now. Why can't we figure this out with less money, more efficiencies, better checks and balances? And why the fuck have we not closed the borders?
That's the big question, right? So everybody's blaming. So it's funny because everybody's blaming the Republicans, right? Because the Republicans are not voting on these bills because these bills are not putting America first. And that is the problem. If you look into these freaking bills that they're trying to pass out right now, are not putting America first. One of them is like allowing in, I think it's between 1,000 to 5,000 in daily, and then shutting it down. And not letting anybody else in for that day. And then the next day doing the same thing. But on top of that bill, there's also more funding for Ukraine, funding for Israel and so forth. There is no bill strictly just for the freaking border and for America. Yeah, my main accent. Yes. There's no bill for that. There's none putting America first. And that bill, there's always something for another freaking country. We need to start focusing on America. And the Biden administration is not freaking doing it. The Biden administration is an absolute freaking joke. And this is why more Americans are getting pissed off. This is why Joe Biden is starting to lose votes. And this is why people are looking at people like Donald Trump, or they're even looking at RFK rather. They're looking at RFK. He's now being looked at by a lot of people. We have a problem here, and we need to start focusing on America. We need to stop worrying about other countries and worrying about us. When is the last time? Right now, we have Americans sleeping on the streets. Americans are suffering. Why are we not getting money from countries that are supposedly our partners to help out Americans? Why are they not proposing bills to fund us, to give money to Americans to help out Americans? They're not, and they're never going to do that.
No, they're not.
They're never going to help us out, but we will keep putting money out there to help out all these other foreign countries when those foreign countries are never going to freaking help us. Did they fight with us in Iraq? Yeah, they came out and fought a war with us, but they also had something behind them on that war. They were also trying to protect their own country as well. They were trying to make sure that their country did not have that next terrorist attack. They were trying to make sure that those quote unquote WMDs did not land in their country. So they had a mission out there themselves. They were protecting themselves from WMDs, supposedly. We never found any WMDs. But that's exactly why they fought in that war with us. They weren't fighting in that war to protect America. They were fighting in freaking Iraq to protect themselves. We need to wake the fuck up as a country. Absolutely. It's so sickening. And it's sickening to see people defend the Biden administration. It's so to see them want to keep funding this freaking war in Ukraine when it has absolutely nothing to freaking do with us. I advise everybody, listen, to all you liberals and Democrats out there that are crying about freaking Tucker Carlson going to interview Putin, however the fuck, because I know Gary and Zach about ready to laugh at me saying his name. Listen, For all y'all that have not seen that interview and you're only watching the clips that mainstream media has put out there, I advise you to go watch that interview. Was there anything bad said in that interview? Fuck no. Was there anything that kind of opened your eyes a little bit? Yeah, there was. Is Putin a dangerous man? Fuck yeah, he is. Is Putin probably a psychotic man? Fuck yeah, he is. But at the same time, you should always know the mind of your enemy. You should always be friends with. Keep your enemies close. What is this phrase? Keep your enemies close or some shit.
Keep your friends close, but your enemies closer.
Yeah, exactly. And Tucker Carlson did nothing bad. He's a fucking journalist, and now he's an independent journalist. He did what a journalist should do. He went and interviewed a fucking guy who's a criminal, fucking war crime guy. But at the same time, Ukraine has nothing for us. Ukraine is not even part of this whole coalition that the United States is in. Why the fuck are we protecting them?
So the thing that's weird is people have a really hard time with the concept that we gave Putin a voice, right? We let him say whatever it is that he had to say. And yeah, he's a war criminal, blah, blah, blah. So what? You're supposed to just mute people? You're supposed to shun the people who have a varying opinion that's different than yours, right? So isn't that fascism when you quiet down the opposition, you don't let them speak? So it's really hard for people to hear a concept from somebody that they disagree with and then not. So what is the point I'm trying to make? How am I wording this? So if I hear something I don't agree with, or if I listen to a political opinion that I don't agree with, it doesn't mean that because I'm listening to them that I agree with them or that I'm taking their side, right? If I'm trying to learn about my enemy, if I'm trying to learn the perspective of the other team, that doesn't mean that I'm trying to become a proponent of the other team. It's just I'm trying to hear what fuels them, right? Like you should be able to listen to and hear information that's opposite of what you believe. It doesn't mean that you have to believe it or start to like be a part of said information. You can listen to it and be objective about it and just say, okay, that's interesting. I didn't look at it like that. I don't agree with it, but it's good to hear what people are saying, right?
Exactly.
So giving Putin a voice is not a bad thing. It doesn't mean that we're giving him credit or whatever. We're giving him a voice. We're letting him speak his opinion. You don't have to agree with him, but it may be a good idea to listen to him just so you can get a bit of a perspective of where he's coming from.
Right. Nucleus says, best quote ever. It's easier to get people to believe a lie than to convince them that they have been lied to.
Totally.
Zach, you're so quiet down there. What are your thoughts on this, Zach? If you say I agree with Gary, I'm going to
say it.
Damn screen. Zach's going by.
He won't say it, so he just won't say it.
I agree with Nucleus.
Fucking Zach, dude.
All right. We gone quite political for about an hour, folks. Listen, I got a couple of news stories for y'all. Let's have some fun here before we wrap everything up. There's just some things I want to get on my chest, folks. Listen, like I said, I don't care anybody's political party.
You heard that too, huh, Zach?
Yeah, I bet there's something you want to get on your chest.
Oh, dear God. You know what?
Me and Gary both heard it,
right now, double.
I was gonna let it go, but then I saw Zach, so
double barrel going to both you assholes. Okay. All right, let's get to some of the top 10 of the weirdest news stories from this week. A woman finds her long-lost wallet on the beach in British Columbia. A woman walking her dog discovered her own wallet that had been washed up on the beach among other debris that she has been missing for over a year. That would be kind of interesting.
I mean, that's lucky.
It is lucky. You guys like collecting shit, don't you? Zach, how big is your biggest collection?
I don't collect anything. The only thing that I have that's even remotely a collection is just the passes I had from when I was touring.
Okay, so that's a collection. How many? How much? How many would you say you have?
80 something probably.
Okay, Gary, what about you? You collect anything at all? He's looking like he don't even know.
I mean, I have some old vintage SLR 35 millimeter cameras.
I
I'm also a collector, though.
All right. Well, a man in California has amassed a collection of 10,568 pieces of Transformers memorabilia, securing him in the Guinness World Record title. That is a lot. Like, is there even that? It's got to be, but like 10,568.
I mean, dude, he's probably got like the original like 90s toys too, which is really fucking collectible. So
That is pretty sick, to be honest.
It's like Star Wars, dude. Like Star Wars like toys, dude. People collect those all the fucking time. And those are worth some big money, bro.
Hell yeah, they are. They really are.
That's nuts to me, man. It's just like, I don't know. It amazes me how much money like baseball cards and shit like that are worth from people that collect
Man,
them.
fuck baseball cards. Fucking Pokemon cards are fucking worth like millions now, bro.
It's a piece of paper, though. How?
I know. It's a piece of shiny cardboard.
Yeah. And it's worth millions.
Yeah, dude. A first edition Charizard, I think the last that I saw, the PSA 10 was going for like $1.5 million.
That's insane.
Fucking nuts.
Yeah.
Well, hold on. I'm being told to look up something real quick. So Sunny over on TikTok says her mom has Optimus Prime from the 80s. All right, so
That's pretty dope.
Right? I'm
I
told
bet that's worth some pretty good money too.
I bet it is too. So I'm told to look up Black Lotus MTG. All right, so give me 1 second. Folks who are listening in, we're live on multiple platforms, and over on TikTok, I'm being told to look at Black Lotus MTG.
Dude, my mom, she collects a bunch of the old Coca-Cola stuff. And she has some
cool.
stuff that's worth a lot of fucking money.
All right.
I mean, there's a lot of collectibles out there. I mean, there's people who collect fucking coffee mugs.
Yeah, like the Starbucks coffee mugs and stuff.
Yeah. There's
Or my dad used to
Starbucks
collect
coffee mugs.
my dad used to collect the Budweiser mugs that came out during the holidays.
Yeah.
That had like all the different designs and all the Clydesdales and stuff on them.
Mark just shit himself.
I'm gonna have to change after this podcast, man. That's some squishy shit too. Holy shit!
So what are you seeing? What is it?
That's a Magic Gathering cards, man.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, the Black Lotus or whatever. That thing's worth a shit ton of money.
$59,999.99 friggin' cents.
59 grand for a card. Man.
13,000, 15,000, $9,950. Like what?
But who's going to buy that? That's what someone's trying to value it for. But is somebody really going to spend $60,000 on that card?
Collectors will.
Yeah. Do you remember? Hold on. Do you remember this, Gary? Hold on. Let me pull up the. What was it? Jesus. I think it was no. It was the. It was the Jesus grilled cheese, wasn't it?
Oh man.
Was it at the Jesus grilled cheese sandwich?
So, dude, right now on eBay, I'm looking at this right now. There is a first edition base set Charizard Shadowless card. There are 52 bids on it right now. And so far, the bidding is up to $8,950.
That is fucking crazy. Like, people with money waste fucking money.
Holy shit, never mind. There's one selling, a PSA 10 selling on eBay for $344,688.
That's a house. You could buy a house. Why are you buying a fucking card? You could buy a house.
Dude.
That's a card. That is a card.
Card.
Yeah.
Am I understanding this correctly? That's a card.
Pokemon card. Kids game card. Going for $344,000.
You could buy a house. What are you doing?
Zach, do me a favor real quick. Look, because I'm about ready to talk about a grilled cheese sandwich. Look at Power 9 MTG. Look at Power 9.
Power 9?
Power 9. In the meantime, yeah, Gary, don't you remember the Virgin Mary grilled cheese sandwich I sold on eBay for $28,000?
All right, I'm looking up Power 9.
The Virgin Mary on it. I mean, listen, man, that was back. Remember the eBay days when I remember selling the friggin' shoebox?
Holy shit.
Uh-oh. What do you got, Zach?
I found a Power 9 going for $8,000 on eBay.
Okay, that can't be right because she's hold on.
Well, this was graded by, is it this right here?
All right, so that the Power 9 MT.
Oh wait, no, sorry, this right here. Yeah, it's going for 8,000.
8,000. Okay, so that ain't. I mean, that's still fucking pricey for that's
BGS that fucking graded that one.
That's asinine, man, for fucking cards.
Here's an ungraded one for going $1,900.
So what does this mean? Ungraded.
Oh wait, I found another one. Sorry.
What does that mean? Hold on. What does that mean?
It means it hasn't been graded till like graded. So
what does graded mean?
What is graded?
It's a fucking card. What are you grading?
So grading could be like how the condition is, like if it has any print lines, if it's centered correctly, like all that kind of shit. But I found another one, a PSA 10 of the one that you're looking for, the Power 9, is going for $26,489.
Holy shit. For a fucking card. A piece of cardboard, shiny cardboard, someone printed up, mass produced.
Yeah.
Oh, never mind. I found a PSA 8 for $140,437.
What the fuck?
Oh, wait, never mind. Found another one for $139,000.
That is people with way too much money buying way too much stupid shit.
Dude, there's like Magic the Gathering cards that I didn't even know. Jesus Christ.
Sonny on TikTok is saying all 9 card, you're looking at 843, almost a fucking $1 million for a card.
I found a Black Lotus card going for $34,950.
Oh man, TikTok.
Okay, so hold on. Again, these are being listed for this price. That doesn't necessarily mean that they're being bought.
Here, hold on. I'll go to Google real fast and I'll type in.
Hold on. If you're on eBay, keep those searches open and then go to the tab for the items that were sold, because you should be able to go to that category for whatever you're looking up and find stuff that's in that category that has been sold, right?
All right, so Gary, I've got one for you.
Because that's
Post Malone has bought Magic's $2 million one ring card.
Say that again.
A little over a month after its discovery was made public, the One Ring, a one-of-a-kind Magic the Gathering card that is by necessity the rarest ever, has been bought by rapper Post Malone. He purchased that card for $2 million. $2 fucking million.
Yo. So the last first edition base set Charizard card, the last time it was bought for the highest amount ever was in March of 2021. And they sold it at an auction for $399,750. Oh, wait, no. Yeah, $399,750. However, the most two recent that have been sold at auction sold for $264,000 and $270,600.
I don't get it, dude.
For fucking cardboard that has a little bit of holographic and a cartoon character on it.
That's crazy.
Dude, and the thing is, I used to have those fucking cards. My mom threw them motherfuckers away.
No.
Well, that's like, was it the Cabbage Patch Kid cards? You remember those? Like people.
Yeah, I had a ton of them back in the day.
Right? I think those are even worth some money now. The Cabbage Patch Kid cards, like,
dude, like look at this. I have a picture The last time I was at my mom's before she moved, I have a picture on my Snapchat. Hold on.
Imagine
Of my Charizard card.
find that up, Zach. But just imagine being a kid back then, knowing what you know now about these cards, how rich you could be right now. How absolutely rich you could be if you would have kept those cards from when you were kids.
I feel like I need to ask my mom, like, do you have any of my old toys?
Right? Oh, dude, Matchbox cards. There's some of those that are worth fucking a few $1,000s, if not more.
I had trays of those cars. Trays of them. I have no idea where they went.
And how much is that card going for, Zach?
That's the one that sold for $334,000.
God damn.
I had that fucking card. I took a picture of it when I went to my mom's house. I was like, hey, I'll be back. Don't throw any of this shit out. I get back. Where's all this stuff at? Oh, I threw it in the garbage.
Oh, man.
Your mom threw away your fucking retirement, bro.
Mom did you dirty.
I told my mom, I said, I swear to God, when you're of age, I'm putting you in a home.
Yeah. I am going to pull the plug.
Right? My phone needs charged. I need to charge it here.
Yeah, right. I needed the outlet.
Right.
Sorry.
Sorry, Ma. Sonny on TikTok says one of my cards for Pokemon's going for 500. Is that 500K or 500? It's a 1997 trainer card.
Oh, she got the originals.
I don't even know what this means.
I'm lost, dude. Like, I have no clue. Like, I'm just kicking myself in the ass for not saving some of the shit from when I was a kid. Between Matchbox cards, the baseball cards. Dude, I used to collect all that shit when I was a kid.
Dude, my dad had a Nolan Ryan rookie card.
Really?
Oh, shit.
But see, to me, like, that's the same thing as this Charizard card. It's a piece of cardboard with a graphic on it.
Right?
Yeah.
And it's got some dude who used to be famous's picture printed on it with whatever stats from whatever year.
Right.
But
That's
you know,
crazy.
It's funny that we're talking like this, right? But look at cryptocurrency. Mm-hmm. You got Bitcoin that's worth how much now? It's like what, $30,000 per coin?
Bitcoin's up to like 50 something right now.
It's up to $50,000.
Yeah, Bitcoin's up right now.
Digital currency.
52,000.
Not even physically in your pocket, in your bank account. It's on some type of a wallet, a cryptocurrency wallet, and it's valued at that much. So you can legitimately cash out and put that money in your bank.
Yeah, but look at NFTs. Those are even more silly than baseball cards. It was literally a digital baseball card.
Yeah, it's memes. It's digital memes that are selling for millions.
Millions.
Dude, like I've seen people during Black Friday, bro, fighting over boxes of sports cards and Pokemon cards.
Crazy.
Crazy. Marty on TikTok saying, I still have all my TY Beanie Babies worth nothing.
Keep them, because then like 20 years, they're going to be worth a lot, I'm sure.
Right.
Right. And Nucleus
money. Yeah.
That
true.
is Nucleus.
True.
Very true.
Everything has a value, right? Perceived value.
It does.
Like I've got a VCR right here with a whole box full of like VHS. Like that's money to somebody.
Oh, yeah. VCRs, man.
And it's working because I digitize a bunch of tapes off.
Dude, like I used to, like the Nintendo 64s. I used to have one of the gold Nintendo 64s. Dude, that shit. Dude,
did your mom throw that shit away too? You need to disown your mom if she did, bro.
She did. She did.
Did she really?
She did.
All right,
your mom is an evil woman.
All right, you know what?
I don't know her, and I'm sorry, but damn.
To the message to Zach's mom. You know, we used to think that you were a nice lady. Looking forward to the day that your son puts you in an old folks' home.
It's not going for that much, but it's going for over $400.
That's $400.
Yeah, but it's that Charizard card, man.
Oh wait, never mind. I found one going for $2,500.
Yeah, well,
yeah, that's crazy, man. Collection shit out there, collectors. Hey, man, that's just.
Dude, like, I used to have a Sega Genesis, a fucking Nintendo 64, the original Nintendo. Like,
I do actually have one thing that's a collectible.
Do you?
But it's not worth anything. It's an Alf. Do you guys remember Alf?
Yeah, Alf was a fucking cool ass alien, man.
So I have an unopened original Funko Alf bobblehead doll.
No shit.
It's never been opened. And on eBay, it's showing it goes for like $45.
Nice.
I'm never going to open it just because of the fact that I kind of like that it's never been opened because I don't have very many things that have never been opened, you know?
Right.
So, yeah, I have an Alf bobblehead doll that's never been opened. Funko original.
Marty's saying he has the original Pet Rock. It's worth thousands. No shit. Dude, so collection, man. Shout out to all you collectors out. People that have patience to just sit there and collect shit and make bank off of it. Like, you can make retirement if you're a collector. And you
Like,
collect.
dude, coins. Like, there's some expensive ass coins out there, bro.
Dude, and you know what's funny is people throw those away daily or you know, rotate them through the system daily, and you just have to have the eye for it. Like, these people go out and they go shopping. They don't use debit cards. They make sure they do cash transactions, and then when they get home with new change, they're going through with a magnifying glass and everything else to see if they can find the imperfections so they can get that money. It's
Dude,
not
like, right. I just typed it on eBay. Most expensive penny. There's a Lincoln wheat penny, 45S stamped penny. So I don't know what year this is. Hold on. Wait, let me read the fucking picture. And I'm guessing 1945 penny. Going for fucking $2,000.
for a penny. It's a cent. And it's worth more than a cent.
There's a 1986 penny going for $500. And I know I've seen about a handful of those.
You know, it's funny you said 1986. I was about ready to say Marty just posted on TikTok saying he's been collecting since 1985.
Damn, what do you collect? Everything or?
It sounds
I don't get this. There's a 1945 and a 1986 going for that much, but then I scroll down and I see a fucking 1929 penny selling for only $26, and it has two bids on it.
If you go on Reddit, you can go on Reddit. I can't remember what the subreddit is, but there's something about certain coins and pennies that have like there's a letter. Like
I think that's what the S45 meant on this one of those 2000. I think it's an S stamped or something.
Yeah, they got a certain letter that's on there, and I think it has something to do with like the metal that they were printed on.
Yeah, there's an S stamped right underneath the 1945.
Damn, Sonny, you know quite a bit. Sonny's like, yeah, they adjusted the metal mix depending on the year. Sonny's out there a collector.
This fucker is a collector. That's cool. I like that.
It's crazy. It's mind blowing as far as collection shit goes. Let's move on though, because we can get lost in this whole collection thing.
I want to do a whole show on collectibles.
Do you want to do a whole show on collectibles?
Fuck yeah, dude.
All right, let's set it up. Let's do a whole show on collectibles. I'm down.
All
right. Let's move on to the next news story because that one was pretty interesting. Memorabilia from, remember that, y'all. 10,588 pieces of Transformer memorabilia just turned this into a good, 15-minute segment. That was kind of crazy.
Right? Thank you, Sonny.
Right? Thank you, Sonny and Marty. All right, bear breaks into a car for chocolates. In Florida, a bear broke into a woman's car to steal chocolates. Her boyfriend left her for a surprise, turning the romantic gesture into a costly affair.
Oh, nice.
Dude, you imagine going out to your car because you got your woman some chocolates and there's a bear just going through your car.
What if they were medical chocolates and then that bear got just completely loaded?
Dude, it was the true cocaine bear, bro.
Yeah, right.
A lit bear, dude, that would be funny.
4 hours later, that bear's just stumbling, puking everywhere.
Your girl's breaking up with you. Yeah, your girl's breaking up with you because you didn't get her chocolates to her. Like,
oh man, that bear is having a grand old time.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
You said we were gonna trip tonight. Oh no.
Someone's on a little journey right now.
Right.
Oh shit. Well, since we're talking about animals, I wanted to talk about aliens. Thank y'all for the gifts, by the way. Sweet Pete with a freaking good night. Thank you so much. Raccoons steal woman's DoorDash tacos. Dude, a Florida woman recorded a trio of raccoons snatching her DoorDash taco order right from her doorstep. You come on, man. DoorDash. Why doesn't DoorDash knock?
Hey, you know what?
Door.
They can't. They have an option where you can either have them leave it at your door or hand it to you.
I would want my food handed to me.
I always have
some people
mine.
don't.
I always have mine fucking put at my door, but they usually knock before they walk away. Plus, they're supposed to take a picture of it, and the picture gets sent to you automatically when they send it. So
Yeah.
if they left it out there longer than it was supposed to be left out there, that's their own fucking problem.
Hey,
That
either
amazing.
way, I side with the raccoons on this one.
Well, yeah, fucking tacos, man. Who wouldn't want tacos? Tacos are fucking delicious. But
Oh,
Yes.
dude, I
But-
saw a video of a fucking pizza delivery guy that leaves all the pizza and breadsticks on the people's door because they weren't home yet. They were on their way home, and the door ring camera, the doorbell camera, catches a bunch of raccoons stealing their shit, and there's just a fucking trail of marinara going down their fucking sidewalk.
I like it. I like it.
no, man, did it happen? I don't know. It didn't tell me the day. I would be curious, Martin, if that did happen on Taco Tuesday. I just don't know, man. That's funny to me. Like, I like my food to be handed to me in my hand. I can't see to have food delivered to me and have it delivered to my fucking doorstep and have a picture sent to me.
People don't want to,
Some people don't like to interact with other humans, Mark.
Yeah,
You
some people could
want
be
it to
sick.
interact.
Some people could be sick and don't want to fucking get handed their food by another person.
Then you have somebody else go to the door and grab your food for
What
you.
if you're home alone?
Yeah.
Then you grab your fucking food.
What if you're a pussy?
Well, then grab a pair, get a pair, and
What if
fucking
you're liberal? What if you're a liberal and you're scared of other humans?
Yeah.
then
What
man,
if you have a phobia of other humans?
what the fuck?
What are you? Are you phobia phobic, Mark?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah. You racist.
You know what? To answer y'all's fucking questions, you're just gonna A B C D E F G H I J K L M N O P Q R whatever up. All right, just fucking up it and get to the door and get your fucking food. Fuck that shit. Get your food.
Side
Don't
with the raccoons, man.
raccoons. Tacos are good. Love me tacos. Let's
I
move
mean,
on.
I love tacos too, but
Everybody loves tacos. Who doesn't love
Who
tacos?
doesn't? Yeah.
I mean, well, all right, let's do this. Let's have a little before we move on to the next story.
okay, hold on. Before we do this, if
Okay.
someone DoorDashes tacos, you're a fucking idiot because for one, they're not going to be fresh and they're not going to taste good. If you're getting fucking tacos, you better get your ass to the goddamn taco truck and get them fucking fresh and eat them right then and there. If you're going to wait 20 minutes to have it fucking drove to you where it's cold and don't taste good, you're a fucking un-American.
Listen, I will admit I've never had food. I've never had tacos from a taco truck. I've never had tacos from a taco truck.
Do they have taco trucks in southern Maine?
I have yet to come across one, and I love food trucks, but I have yet to come across one. Now I've come across a smoked truck. Like the guy's got one of those trailers and he smokes food. Oh my God. He does fucking smoked brisket on top of fucking, what do you want to call it there? Tater tots with some cheese and some scallions. Oh, so fucking.
Dude, during the summertime here, bro, right down the road from me in the main city of the city I live in, every night in the summertime, you're allowed to walk around the streets with beer, and they have food trucks up and down the streets every night, like every single night during the summertime. Like, it's fucking awesome.
So to answer the question, there are taco trucks in your vicinity, Mark.
Are they? Were they Portland?
And elsewhere.
Okay, where else? Name off the cities, Gary. But it looks like
There's
Sunday will be going by.
Biddeford, Portland. Where's this one? Oh shit. This one is in Saco.
Really?
Yep. So they're out there, dude.
Yeah, Sonny, Portland, Maine is very artsy and fish scenery. Portland, Maine is great. They need to clean it up. Right now, Portland is not so great right now, but yeah, Portland, Maine is a pretty cool artsy fisherman type of a town. I do like Portland as well. I hate driving in Portland. Hate fucking driving in Portland.
It seems like you hate a lot of shit, Mark.
What's that?
That seems like you hate a lot of shit, Mark.
No, I like a lot of shit too, Zach. Yeah, Falmouth, Freeport's nice. Freeport, Maine's fucking phenomenal. But no,
Yeah,
man.
so just go on Yelp and type in taco truck with your city. You'll find them.
All right, I will definitely do so because I heard my city in there. I'll
They're in
definitely
there.
check that out.
They are in there.
All right. Well, let's move on, folks, because I'm getting hungry the more we keep talking about freaking food trucks, and I'm going to want to eat a freaking nice Klondike bar at the end of this because ice cream is sounding freaking delicious right now.
Yeah, and don't forget to change your pants either.
Yeah, I do, man.
Dash.
Yeah. Let's move on to the next one. Escaped horse found wandering a road. How's that fucking weird news? In North Carolina, police rescued an escaped horse found wandering down the middle of the road. That's not too exciting to me.
I mean, if it was down a highway, it'd be different.
That is true. That is true.
Maybe that's what they meant. Maybe
they just didn't put it in the news story. How about a lottery novice wins $500,000 from their first ever ticket bought? A man in Michigan won $500,000 from the very first lottery ticket he ever purchased. Congratulations. That is
even after taxes, he still got over 200,000.
Yeah, dude, that is being blessed right there. Someone was looking out for him and blessed them. That's, dude, phenomenal. I love hearing shit like that. I love hearing the ones for the people that weren't going to buy a lottery ticket, but they had to go back for something, so they decided to buy a lottery ticket and they win.
Right.
That's awesome. Now, here's what blows my mind. I'm glad to see a lot more younger people finally winning the lottery, but y'all remember a stint when it was always the older people that were winning the lottery, like people.
Old Jane Smith, 96 years old. Like, what the fuck is she gonna do?
She's gonna fucking croak before she spends all that money.
She can't even get it. She'll probably fucking die before she collects it.
She'll have the heart attack as she looks at her ticket and go, I want.
Yeah, right.
It's fucked up, bro.
But no, you're right. That was a trend there for a second. It seemed like all the winners were about to kick the can. Yeah.
I mean, dude, I'm not gonna lie. If I won the Powerball, I'd probably almost have a heart attack.
Who wouldn't?
Yeah, man.
I'd be afraid to sit there too. If I love my better half, and I know she never would, but imagine somebody having a better half say, "We won the lottery." Oh, that's great, dear. I won the lottery. Have a good one.
Like that life insurance plus the lottery, double win.
Golden.
I don't know. He went away and he went to the store for some cigarettes and never came back.
He's sitting cigarettes and milk. Yeah, there was a story a while back of a guy that thought he was getting this large inheritance. It was out in Florida. And his better half, the day that he was supposed to go pick up the inheritance, his better half poisoned him. Died. She hid the body and went to go think that she was picking up an inheritance that never existed. The inheritance that he was, quote unquote, getting was from one of those lovely email scams.
Oh, damn.
Oh, hell no.
Yeah, Prince, cousin, or whatever, your cousin, the Prince, has passed away and left you an inheritance. It was a whole email scam. And the guy lost his life over it. And now a woman's spending life in jail because she took him out so she could get the money.
And some prince in Nigeria never got closure, right?
Never got closure. I mean, if you really think it's kind of funny because the love for money is like the love for politics, and people go crazy over the weirdest shit. People go crazy over money. People go crazy over politics, man. It's a never-ending circle.
Humans are weird.
They are. How about a Danish man stuffed 68 matches in his nose for a world record? A man in Denmark set a Guinness World Record title by stuffing 68 matches into his nostrils.
Both of them combined?
Both of them combined.
68, huh?
68. You want to try breaking it?
Challenge accepted.
When you do, please be a man because I'd be tempted to light them.
Oh, no thanks, bro.
But yeah, I'm guessing. I don't know, Marty. Hold on. Let me see if I can find out more on that one. Let me see if I can get more on that article.
Can that win money? Yeah, really. Do you win money for like breaking a Guinness World Record?
No, you just get a plaque.
You just get your name. Yeah.
You just get a plaque and your name in the book. That's it.
I mean,
I don't even think they make the Guinness World Record books anymore.
They do. I had a buddy of mine try getting on the Guinness record for playing Minecraft. He was trying to do 24 or 48 hours of straight of Minecraft to make it into the book of records. What's going on, Bubba Henson? So they were wooden matches. They were wooden matches. They were the scratch anywhere matches, by the way. Yeah, man. I would be too tempted to try lighting those.
Crazy.
You got matches up your nose? Let me see those real quick. You got one?
Why would you want to light them? You know that's just going to basically kill the person.
No, it wouldn't. It'd make for great content.
Yeah, until your fucking nose blows up.
No, they wouldn't blow up. You get a little singed. You'd pop them out beforehand.
Go light 10 matches and tell me that 68's not going to cause some serious damage.
It may cause a little bit of damage.
Go to the next topic, you dipshit.
Oh, man. No, exactly, Kaylin. It takes care of the nose hair issue. Absolutely takes care of the nose hair issues. Oh, we got a call coming into the podcast. Scared.
Call from Denise. To accept, press 1.
Denise, you're on. Thank you for that call. Appreciate you.
Oh, that's amazing.
Wait, hold on. Let me check who's in here. His name is Denise because I don't think there is anyone.
Oh, man.
That was good.
Oh, that was Bubba. He just said you're welcome. Thanks a lot, Bubba.
That was so good.
Appreciate you, Bubba. All right. Mysterious Amazon packages delivered to California man. Over 6 months, a man in California received dozens of Amazon packages he never ordered. I'll take it.
I got some phantom packages.
Did you? Did you keep them?
Yeah, but they were garbage, so I threw them away eventually. Well, I can't say I kept them. I opened them to see what they were, and none of them were of any value to me. And then I started Googling around, and there's like, sometimes companies will send product to people in hopes that they will leave a positive review. Some kind of weird scam, I guess, but yeah.
So they sent you anal cream.
No, I'd keep that. No, I'd keep that.
Oh, okay.
Or they sent by somebody else?
I don't know. There was no way. They were like an anonymous sender. I couldn't track down. I called the customer service, tried to find out who they came from and everything, and there's nothing that we could do about it.
All right.
Yeah, kind of weird.
All right. Bubba's asked, have you ever opened mail to you that was a different name? I have not.
I have not.
No, because that would be a felony.
It would
I
be.
just throw it away.
Bubba Henson, are you trying to get me to acknowledge felonies? Is that where you're trying to go with this, Bubba Henson? You're trying to get me to admit that I committed a felony? Dear God, Bubba, I see where you're going with that one. Kaylin says, actually, when Vid was going around, someone just happened to send the masks. Sonny says, what if it was an alias of myself? Ooh, a touche, Sonny. That's a good way of getting around it, right? That's my alias. That is the name I go by when I'm online on Facebook or TikTok.
Yes. My name is Irma Guzman. That's
right. Yeah, exactly.
Mark's name is Gothic Butt Plug.
Oh, man. I said correct. Sonny would be the name I go by on TikTok. All right, let's move on to the next one. Curious Fox steals phone and takes a selfie video. In Britain, a curious fox snatched an RSPCA officer's phone while he was recording and ran off with it, still filming. That's awesome. Sonny says, I want a Fox video.
Yeah.
Can I
the video?
I'm going to look up the Fox video now. I mean, animals, man, are fucking.
Dude, that's the second time you've been talking about aliens.
Mark, is there something you want to get off your chest?
Here, or on your chest, perhaps?
Yeah, or on your chest,
Listen, gentlemen, you two, shut up.
Hey, you're the one that said it, bro. We're just asking you.
Just looking for a little clarification, that's all.
I mean, if you want aliens to put something on your chest, you just got to watch Mars Attacks, bro.
Twice. You have to watch it twice, though.
Yeah, twice.
I got to pull this up on YouTube here. Hold on 1 second.
And then you have to start talking like him.
Shut up, Zach. I'm about ready to pull up the YouTube video so everybody can watch the Fox video. You guys give me 1 second. Zach, that's just as bad as you liking to watch movies more than once. That's horrible, Zach. You should only watch them once. That's the only time you need to watch them. I love folks who know I love giving Zach that shit because it causes emotional drama to Zach every time I mention something about it. And it's great. We're going to add a YouTube video to the scene. All right, give me 1 second here. We're going to pull up that YouTube video. I'm going to shrink it. Yeah. All right, so here's our little Foxy video. For those who are listening on the audio version, you can check us out on YouTube later and go back to this Fox video if you want to see this little Foxy Fox here, if it plays. So there's the fox.
And yoink.
He did. He's going, dude. Look at him. He's running.
He's a quick little fucker, isn't he?
There he is. It's almost like the officer set it up. Fox like, you didn't get me, bitch.
I like foxes. They're dope.
They're cute little animals. Is he gonna take it again?
Better.
No, he's leaving
He
it.
just left it?
He left
Is he gonna
it.
bury it? What's going on?
Oh, that little bastard.
He left it. And the officer's coming back to grab his phone. Yep.
Oh my god, I can't believe that just happened.
That was cute. That was cute, man. I'll give it to that one. That was cute. It's not edible.
Oh,
Goodbye. Right? It wasn't edible. Oh, man. That was a cute little video. All right, let's go. Oh, man. Ew.
Oh, I think Mark finally found what he wants on his chest.
Yeah, Zach. All the time. Just to let him sit in there blood-sucking things all over me. Delta Flight rerouted. Actually, no. No, they're not blood-sucking, but they love to eat rotten shit. Delta Flight rerouted due to maggots falling on passenger. A flight from Amsterdam to Detroit, figures, had to turn around when maggots fell from an overhead bag onto a passenger.
Oh, what the fuck they carrying in their body parts? God damn.
Maybe someone had some rotten chicken. That's just disgusting.
You can have pet foxes in Maine.
Yes.
That's dope. And Ohio.
And in New York, I think you can have pet wolves because they got wolf dogs.
But not Oregon. That's a bummer.
Would you seriously get a thing? If you could, would you try to go and find yourself a pet fox?
I'm just seeing what the internet says. I'm just curious. I like foxes. They seem tight. Seem like a cool little pet to have.
Till it bites you and gives you rabies.
Ah, man, you get them when they're little and they become domesticated.
Dear God. Right, Kaylin, I can only imagine the smell that came out of that bag the maggots fell out of.
Yeah, that sounded pretty fucking rancid.
Right? I mean, you just imagine you're sitting down, you're getting ready to go on an airplane, you're flying home or whatever. And we'll just say you're even about ready to have yourself some nice flight peanuts. And as you're flight peanuts, not penis, peanuts.
Sure, Mark. Mister, I want something on my chest.
Yeah. All right. And then as you're about ready to take a mouthful of peanuts, maggots fall down into your hand.
Oh, yeah. Is that what they call it these days?
Creamy white maggots, huh?
What's going on?
Mouthful of penis. All right.
Yeah, we know what Mark wants.
Yeah. You know, it's you two talking about it. I mean, it's you two that have like this love bromance has been building up over here on TikTok.
Hey, bro, you're the one that said you wanted something on your chest, all right? We're just trying to put the pieces together.
Yeah, you and Gary do like putting pieces together. Gary, I know it's been talking about how you guys love connecting into certain orifices. I heard about your meetup, Zach. Look, both of them just looking at me like, what? Listen, you two are always in this room like 30 to 45 minutes before I make it in here.
Motherfucker, we're in here when we're supposed to be in here, okay?
We're in here on time, Mark.
Yeah. If this was a job, you'd be fired, Mark.
Absolutely. It is speed dating with Mark, Sonny says. It is. So, Sonny, we have Gary and Zach here. I've tried auctioning off Zach before. Maybe we should auction off Zach tonight. What do y'all think? Should we auction Zach off tonight on here on TikTok?
No.
I think so.
No.
Y'all want to see Zach? How much is Zach worth to y'all on here on TikTok? Kayla says the universe and he sold. How much is Zach worth? Let's have some fun here on this. And ladies and gentlemen who are listening to the audio version, I'll try explaining everything out here. Let's have a little fun before I end this podcast. Because, yeah, we're about ready to end. But let's have some fun real quick. So I've got Zach. He's a single man. Ladies, you love him. He loves music. He likes his woman a little bit older, though. He's okay with young women, but he definitely likes the older woman. No. So let's go ahead. Let's start off the bidding for Zach at a rose. Can we get a rose out there on TikTok for Zach? Is Zach worth a rose? Can we get a rose?
Yeah, Sunny did send me a lion, so I think she wins already.
No, Kaylin. We're auctioning them off through the Mark G show.
Oh, Sunny with the first rose.
Sunny with a rose. All right, so we got a rose for Zach right now. So we got a rose. Can we get a donut? Can anybody outbid with a donut for Zach? Can we get Zach sold for a donut? Can we get a donut out there for Zach? Anybody out there for a donut? A donut going once. A donut going twice. Looks like Zach's going to be sold just for a penny. A donut going 3 times. Zach has been sold to Sunny.
Someone threw a donut in.
Oh, did we get a donut? Michelle Rambo with a donut. All right, Sunny has been outbidded. We are back into the game. Let's go with a cowboy hat and mustache right now. Can we go with a
give him a beer and take him to the casino? It's a little more accurate. Yeah.
Cowboy hat and mustache.
You found the place to my heart.
Oh, shit. Is that going to be sold for a donut? Is that going to be sold for a donut? Can we see? Do we have a cowboy hat and a mustache going once? Do we have a cowboy hat and a mustache going twice? Do we have a cowboy? Oh, Sunny with a cowboy hat and mustache. All right, so we got our cowboy hat. Zach, what should be the next one? Because I cannot see the gifts out here. What should be the next one? Should we do a money gun? Let's make it a little bit more enticing. Well, let's go with the money gun, ladies and gentlemen.
Dude, you just jumped like a whole no.
I did. Corgi? All right, let's go to Corgi. Can we get a Corgi for Zach out there right now? A Corgi for Zach, ladies and gentlemen. Is he worth a Corgi? A little butt shaking out there. Let's go with a Corgi right now going once. A Corgi going twice. A Corgi going 3 times. And Zach, my husband is giving me an evil. Zach, mustache to Sunny. Oh, shit, that was great. Thank y'all for the loves and gifts. Y'all appreciate y'all. That was
my
fun.
husband's giving me an evil eye. That's amazing.
Says. All right, for everybody tuning in on all the other social media platforms, TikTok, hang around with us for YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitch, and X. Thank y'all for tuning in, everybody in audio. Thank y'all for tuning in. Hopefully we'll see y'all next week. As long as I ain't got to work, we'll see y'all next week. We are out of here. TikTok, hang out with us.
You've been listening to the Mark G Show. You may know them from their political commentary, but there's a lot more to the fellas than politics. And that's why we created this show. We hope you've enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to like, rate, and review. We'll be back soon. But until then, make sure to reach out on social media. Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, TikTok at The Mark G Show. And to email the show, it's on air at themarkgshow.com. Take care, and we'll see you next time on the Mark G Show.
Mark has a small penis.